It's the Les Paul Show. The Les Paul Trio and one recording machine bring you an exceedingly transcribed quarter hour of multiplying music. Here's three people who sound like more and listen like a million. And here's the man in the middle, a Paul named Les.
Hello. Mary, where is that card I wanted to read?
Right here on the icebox.
Would you shoot it over here? Thank you. Starts out, Dear Les Paul, would you and your orchestra please play Guitar Boogie?
Orchestra?
Well, that's what the fellow says there, but maybe he's a new listener to the show. We really don't have an orchestra, folks. Say, that reminds me, wouldn't that be great if we could imagine that we have an orchestra here in our home? I could get a podium, I'll build a box, and stand on it like the orchestra director, and then I could get a stick. And he went out in the yard, whittle off a stick there, and direct the band, see? And I'd say, Mary, are you ready? And I'd lower my hand, and with the stick in it, of course. Then you crack open a couple of eggs.
Oh, no.
Now we're doing this. Oh, we got a... Well, the fellow thinks we got an orchestra here. Well, actually, what we've got here is a mess of guitars and some microphones and some electrical equipment, and we managed to do all the show ourselves. Just kind of a self-centered idea, isn't it?
Yes.
When you stop and think of it, that we have to play all the guitars and the bass fiddles and the drums and cowbells, and Mary here sings all the vocals and everything. But it's still great. I can just, if I could put a mirror up against that wall.
A mirror?
Now listen, don't keep saying, oh no, say something besides, oh no. Now just, look, here's a mirror, and it goes against the wall.
Have you ever seen yourself in a mirror with this outfit on?
Well, let me visualize what would happen. Maybe it isn't a good idea, but I got to start somewhere. Now the fellow says an orchestra, so I want to get up in the world. So I get this box and I stand on this box, see? And I write one of the fellows, me, myself, or I. He says to me, he says, could I have a word with you about a certain part? Saying I learned to read. And then I would, of course, I'll be wearing glasses. So I can get a pair of glasses tomorrow. I take the glasses off and I say, sir, did you say something to me? You know, that's the way the orchestra leaders do. They wear big, thick glasses, and then when poor little guitar player says, say, Mr. Orchestra Leader, and he says, one moment, sir. And then he disconnects his glasses from his head. He says, yes? No, I'm telling you. I've read all about it in the music magazines. Well, anyway, this fellow would like to hear Guitar Boogie. Shall we do it?
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
All right, let's start cooking.
Okay. Mr. Paul, do you think you could persuade your orchestra to accompany me in a tune?
I'll take my glasses off and talk to the slaves. Seriously, would you like to do a tune?
Mm-hmm.
I know you would. What would you like to do?
Besame mucho.
Besame mucho. Jose Paul and his just 3 guitars, and I'll clunk around like a drum on one of them. Besame mucho. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary what?
Ford.
Oh, Mary Ford, huh? Professional name and everything. 2, 3, 4.
Besame mucho. Each time I cling to your kiss, I hear music divine. Besame, besame mucho. Hold me, my darling, and say you will always be mine. This joy is something new, my arms enfolding you. Never knew this thrill before. Whoever thought I'd be holding you close to me, whispering, it's you I adore, dearest one. If I should lose you, each little dream would take wing, my life would be through. Besame, besame mucho. Love me forever and make all my dreams come true.
Well, how'd you like that?
That was beautiful.
Sound like an orchestra, doesn't it?
Oh, a small one,
Well,
maybe.
it's still an orchestra, but the idea is there, Mary. And the more I think of it, the more I'm convinced. I can just see it now. Instead of directing like the usual director, I'm going to have a batch of hats. I'm going to have all kinds of hats. So I put a sombrero on, and then I accompany you, and you sing the song. Then I change hats, see, and I reach down. Now, say, for instance, if I was going to do a tune like this, I'd change into a cowboy hat. I don't know whether to keep that hat or not.
That's cute, Ernie.
Huh? I got an idea. Maybe we can dig all the hats out for this next one. Folks, we'd like to do a number here that features Mary singing three voices. She does not a baritone. Does a girl sing a baritone? Yeah, she does. Baritone, tenor, and the lead, huh? Soprano, would it be?
That's close enough.
Oh, that's close enough. And I just get all involved with 7 guitars. And the tune, Jealous.
I'm jealous of the moon that shines above, 'cause it shines upon the one I love. I'm jealous of the birdies in the trees, always singing sweetest melodies. I'm jealous of the pretty flowers too. I miss the kiss they always get from you. Jealous of the tick-tock on the shelf, even getting jealous of myself.
Well, there you have Jealous. Mary singing all 3 parts, wearing 3 hats.
And Les Paul playing the whole orchestra.
7 hats.
And 7 hats.
That's right. And, Mary, if you could, I wish you'd change into a cook's hat. It's getting awful hungry out.
All right.
And thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you again soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This has been the Les Paul Trio, all tricked out in a transcribed illusion made up of 1 part Les Paul on guitar, 1 part Mary Ford on the vocals, and 1 part Eddie Stapleton on the rhythm gadgets. All parts coming to you from Hollywood's Radio City. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.